it's Sarah Humphreys. So I know I've been a little MIA, but I have been under some serious deadlines for book 1 with Unleashed, and then of course for book 2, Untouched, which will be out in April. And now that I got those edits done for Untouched, I have a little bit of breathing room before I have to turn in the manuscript for book 3, which is Untamed. But I'm here today to tell you about one of my favorite authors, Cheryl Brooks. Cheryl writes a series called The Cat Star Chronicles. And I read her book, Virgin. Oh my goodness. I've talked to you about some of her other books before in the series, but Virgin is out, and then Stud is coming out in February of 2012. So it's a very interesting series. It's a sci-fi fantasy, and I got a great interview with Cheryl at RWA this year in New York City. So without any further ado, here is Cheryl Brooks talking about her series, The Cat Star Chronicles.
Hi, Cheryl Brooks. I'm here with author Cheryl Brooks. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well. Now, Cheryl is the author of the Cat Star Chronicles series, and I recently finished, actually not recently because I read a while ago and I read it in like a day and a half, Virgin, and it had one of my very favorite heroes. Can you tell us a little bit about your series and about this latest release?
Okay, it's a futuristic romance series. It's very hot.
Yes, it is.
It's about an alien race that was so sexy, somebody blew up their planet.
That's right. That's the premise. They were so hot, and the women want only them.
One jealous man went after them.
And went after and destroyed them, and so they're really scattered throughout the universe,
yes.
Right?
There are a few of them left, not a whole lot.
Now, what's interesting about this book, that's titled Virgin, is that this guy, who's supposed to be like one of the hottest creatures on the planet, is a virgin. Not for long.
And do you want to know why?
Yes, tell everybody why.
Okay. Zitithians, which is what this race is called, they are scent breeders. If a female doesn't smell right to a guy, it doesn't work. And he hasn't met anybody that he's interested in that smells right until he meets Ava.
Yes.
She is...
And she's very interesting.
She's an Equerry human cross. The Equerry are an aquatic race.
Right.
They can breathe underwater. And the purebreds have hair that looks kind of like a sea anemone. Little tentacles. And they will sting you if you get too close. Ava, being a hybrid, she has normal looking hair, but it kind of has a life of its own. And as she gets closer to her home world and drinks the water that's bottled, it's very expensive. On Dax's ship, he's taking her back home to her old boyfriend. And her hair kind of comes to life. It reflects her moods.
I thought that was very cool.
Had a lot of fun with that.
I thought that was really neat, really different, and I really brought me further, and I was like, this is so cool. What a great imagination you have. I mean, so great.
Yeah, I don't know where it comes from.
I love it. So now so that's Virgin, and that's available now, and what number is that? Book 7. So now book 8 is coming out, which is Stud.
In February 2012.
OMG. Now let me ask you a question. When they were on the planet recently in Virgin, they met these guys who... Is it one of those guys?
He's one of the guys in the brothel, yes.
I had a feeling it might be.
Tark. And he... Tark has a learning disability.
Okay.
And he doesn't think he can't read very well. And he's kind of got a little inferiority complex there. But there's one thing he does very well.
Hence the title Stud. I love it.
So he has left the brothel, and he is going from planet to planet with Dax from Virgin. They drop him off, and he is the Johnny Appleseed of the Zitithian race. He advertises anyone wanting to bear Zitithian children, call me.
I'm your man.
I'm your man.
But I would imagine there must be one in particular who captures his attention.
Yes.
Can you tell us about her?
Kind of plain little waitress in a back world restaurant who's been kind of... she has the kind of family that's sort of made her the workhorse of the family.
Okay.
And she's in her late 20s. Okay. And she's never had a boyfriend. Her father has discouraged anybody, and nobody's wanted her enough to get past her father. He needs her to work in the restaurant, and he wants her right where she is. She meets Tart, and Tart gets one whiff of her, and oh my God.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Oh my gosh, well I can't wait to read it. I've read all the others in the series and I'm so psyched to read this one. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today, Cheryl, a fellow Sourcebooks author and a lovely gal. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if people want more information about your books, they go to your website, CherylBrooks.com, correct? All right, and I have...
CherylBrooksOnline.com.
Oh, excuse me, CherylBrooksOnline.com.
CherylBrooks.com was already taken.
Curses. All right, Cheryl Brooks Online, and go there, don't stop, get her books, they're great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl.